Good morning everyone. So basically in today's you can say lecture or in class, we are going to discuss about the basic idea of a manufacturing system, how a raw material is converted into desired shape and size according to the customer needs, and what are the processes involving to carry out this process. And also we are going to discuss about the conventional manufacturing process and the non-conventional manufacturing process, or in other words we can say it as non-traditional manufacturing process. So basically manufacturing process means we have some raw material and that should be converted into the desired product with accurate dimension and size. And in this process there is involvement of several we can say mechanical processes. Suppose this is the raw material thing, we can say this is the raw material and it includes some processes. After that we will get the desired process. So this processes is basically of mechanical, and this consists of both conventional and both non-conventional manufacturing processes. It may be your casting, or it may be your welding, it may be forging, etc. There are several processes. So we have to, as a manufacturing company or manufacturer, we should or we have to be concise that what process should be accurate for this manufacturing system. And as in the starting I had said that there is two types of basically broad manufacturing process. One is your conventional manufacturing process, one is your non-conventional manufacturing process. So what is the difference between conventional and non-conventional? In the conventional manufacturing process, the tool and the workpiece, there is a direct contact. So in the conventional manufacturing process, what is the main thing? There is direct contact between the tool and the workpiece. Suppose this is the workpiece and this is the tool. This one is your workpiece, this one is your tool. As I said, in the conventional manufacturing process, there is the direct contact between the tool and the workpiece. So the tool and the workpiece, there is some friction will be generated and the chip removal will be occurred. But in case of non-conventional manufacturing process, what happens? This tool and workpiece, there is no direct contact. One source of energy is required for the manufacturing process. That energy may be your mechanical energy, may be your electrical energy, may be your laser energy, whatever energy it may be. But the energy should be used to manufacture or the manufacturing process. And this gap is maintained by one mechanism which is known as the servo control mechanism. So see what we are going to do here. This is your conventional, this one is your non-conventional. In conventional there is your casting, welding, or you can say forging, rolling, extrusion, etc. In the non-conventional, what we use EDM, ECM, that is your USM, AJM, LBM, etc. So what is EDM? EDM is your electro discharge machining. Then ECM is your electrochemical machining. Then USM is your ultrasonic machining. then AJM is your abrasive jet machining, then LBM is your laser beam machining. In all these processes, what happened, one source of energy is required for the manufacturing process to get the desired shape and size. But in all these processes, that is in conventional processes, in casting, welding, forging, rolling, extrusion, or you can say in your lathe machine, in your stepper machine, or in your drilling machine, the tool and the workpiece, there must be one direct contact. Without this, we cannot do the machining process. But as I already said, in non-conventional, there is no direct contact between the workpiece and the tool. So, in our point of view, which one would be one good one? As my point of view, I will say both are good one, but there is some advantages and disadvantages in both conventional and non-conventional machining process. The main disadvantage of non-conventional process is that we need one source of electricity for these manufacturing processes. In conventional also we need one source of energy. But while in case of precision, while in case of intrinsic shape and size, while in case of aeronautical machinery parts, we use non-conventional machining process, as in there the dimensional accuracy is much more than the conventional manufacturing process. Then we come to one manufacturing process. This is our EDM process. Let's see how machining occurs. So, what happened in case of your EDM machine, there is one workpiece, this is one tool, and as I already said, this gap is maintained by your servo control mechanism. Basically, this gap is in between your 0.002 to 0.5 mm, and the tool is connected to the negative source of energy. Therefore, the tool will be act as cathode, and the workpiece which is connected to the positive source of energy, so the workpiece will be act as the anode. While this will be connected to a source of electricity, or we can say source of energy, the core temperature or the I can say this localized temperature increases as the positive charge from the cathode will move towards the anode, and the negative charge from the anode will move towards the cathode. So this localized temperature will be increases, by which what results, the local workpiece will be melted or vaporizes. After that we will get the desired shape. So why we are using this dielectric fluid inside this machinery process? Because as we already said, there is one negative charge particle, positive charge particle. So to neutralize the whole system, we use the dielectric fluid. And the dielectric fluid will be your paraffin oil, or we can say transformer oil, or we can say your basically paraffin or kerosene. These three dielectric fluids are also in use in case of your electro discharge machining process. So now the question arises, as I had already told in the first, that there is some energy source which is used for the machining process. So what is this energy in your electro discharge machining? In electro discharge machining we use the thermal energy. or therm or heat energy will be act as the machining source. So as you already know, this is heat energy or mechanical energy. Heat energy or thermal energy is a source of your mechanical energy. So I hope this class will be enjoyable for all of you, and I hope you will get some basic idea about manufacturing system, what is conventional, what is non-conventional, and what is EDM. In the next class, we will go for the advantages, application, non-advantages, and the basic idea about the ECM process. Thank you.